Okay, folks, welcome. Wager Detective here, January 11th, 2026. Let's lay it on the table. Wager Detective went 3-0 yesterday. Oh my God. 3-0. Over in the West Virginia Kansas game, over 139.5 cleared the total. Margin of cover was ridiculous. Wager Detective waited for the Carolina game to start. They were down by like 14 points. The book was throwing up 17.5, then 14.5, then 17.5, and then I ended up getting plus 14.5 at minus 120. Carolina almost wins the game. There's 2-0. Laid a little bit of juice on that one at minus 120, but the number was too good to pass up, minus 14.5. I wasn't really worrying about. I had my number drawn up as to what it was and where it was probably going to land in, and it definitely exceeded my expectations. And then the nightcap. You go to the Chicago game in Chicago. Chicago down by 21-3, 21-6. It was just looking absolutely bad for them. And then the Magic, the Caleb Williams, Chicago Bears, Ben Johnson Magic surfaced in the fourth quarter. I went to sleep. I was like, the game's over. I was getting plus 1.5. I'm like, maybe they lose by one. They miss on a 2-point conversion at the end, maybe score a touchdown and lose by one. I was holding on to that. I woke up around 2 o'clock in the morning, looked at the scores, and I couldn't believe Chicago won the game. And then I was up for like the next hour and a half, from like 2 o'clock to 3 o'clock, looking at the highlights of that game. Absolutely magical. What a team. What a year for Chicago. One of my new favorite teams in the NFL. I'm looking to go out and buy Chicago Bears merch. I mean, these guys are fantastic. And listen, I grew up an Eagles fan. I got a Super Bowl. I got a couple Super Bowls in my lifetime under my belt, so I'm definitely happy about that. But definitely stoked for that Chicago Bears team. What a game and what a win. As I'm watching the highlights on the TV here, just absolutely magical. Some of these throws that Caleb Williams made. So 3-0 for Wager Detective. Now today is it's about not stubbing your toe here. It's about following a good day up with another good day, and we know how that can turn out sometimes. But Wager Detective is on the mission for that. Starting off with the 1 o'clock game, the Bills and the Jaguars. I was leaning Jaguars. Now I'm seeing a lot of money come in on the Jaguars. I can't imagine that that's public money. I mean, could be. I doubt it. Most people are going to bet the Bills because it's a brand name. And I think the more I do look at it, it still has to be the Jaguars, because as the game gets closer to game time and the public starts really piling on, I guarantee you that line's going to close to pretty much a pick 'em. I still have the Jaguar. The line is absolutely efficient and right on from where I'm looking at. We did have the Bills heavy money early because they were the favorite, and then the Jag money came in, so still leaning Jaguars. Find out what the cap is later on. I'll have them plays posted on Twitter and YouTube. Follow me there and set alerts. Wager Detective, thank you for all the support out there. I love you guys out there that are support Wager Detective. We're on the rise. Billy Walters, Part 2. Peace. I'll see you later.